Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Emma and today we are going to talk about daily routine.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Emma, how was your morning today?
It was good, Daniel. I am a little tired, but I am okay.
Oh really? What time did you wake up?
I usually wake up around 7 a.m.
7 a.m. That is a good time.
Yes, it is, but sometimes I want to sleep more.
I understand. What about you, Daniel? What time do you wake up? I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m.
Wow, 6:30. That is very early.
Yes, I like to get up bright and early.
Bright and early? That is a useful sentence.
Yes, many people use it every day. It means very early in the morning.
Let's give another example.
Great idea. I can say, Daniel gets up bright and early to go for a jog.
That sounds interesting. Do you go for a jog every morning?
No, not every day. I sometimes go for a jog.
That sounds fun. I never go for a jog. I prefer to sleep.
I agree. Sleeping is very nice.
Daniel, when you wake up, do you get out of bed immediately?
No, I don't. I often hit the snooze button.
Oh, what does hit the snooze button mean?
It means you delay waking up. You set your alarm to ring again in 5 or 10 minutes.
I do that too. I hit the snooze button 3 times this morning.
Wow, that is funny.
Yes, it was a rough night.
After you finally get up, what do you do first?
First, I go to the bathroom.
That is a normal routine. Do you take a shower or wash your face?
I usually wash my face first. Then I take a shower.
That is interesting. I also take a shower in the morning.
Daniel, I have a question. Do you say take a shower or have a shower?
That is a great question for our learners.
Yes. Is there a difference?
Both are correct. In American English, people usually say take a shower.
And in British English?
In British English, people often say have a shower.
That is very helpful. Let's give examples.
Okay, I take a shower at 6:45 a.m.
And I have a shower every morning.
Perfect. After your shower, Emma, what do you do?
Next, I brush my teeth.
Do you brush your teeth before breakfast or after breakfast?
I always brush my teeth after breakfast.
I agree. That is a good habit.
What about you?
I usually brush my teeth before breakfast.
Oh, really?
Yes, I like my mouth to feel clean before I eat.
That sounds interesting. Everyone is different.
That is true. Let's talk about the words we are using.
You mean words like first, then, and next?
Yes, these are called sequencers.
Sequencers are very useful for talking about a routine.
I agree. They help organize our ideas.
Let's explain them to our listeners.
Good idea. We use first to start. For example, first I wake up.
Then we use next or then for the next steps.
Yes, for example, then I take a shower.
And what do we use at the end?
We use finally. For example, finally I leave the house.
That is a useful explanation.
Yes, it makes the story sound much better.
Daniel, what do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have cereal and a cup of tea.
Tea, not coffee?
No, I don't like coffee in the morning. I prefer tea.
I usually have a piece of toast and a cup of coffee.
That sounds like a light breakfast.
Yes, I am not very hungry early in the morning.
Do you read the newspaper while you eat?
No, I never read the newspaper. I usually check social networks on my phone.
Me too. I check my messages and look at the news online.
It is a common habit now.
Emma, let's look at the grammar for a moment.
Okay, we are using the simple present tense, right?
Yes, we use the simple present to talk about habits and routines.
It is very simple for the subject I.
Yes, you just say I and then the verb.
For example, I go, I read, I eat.
But we must be careful with he, she, and it.
That is true. We add an S to the verb.
Yes, so we say he goes, she reads, it stops.
Let's give an example about a routine.
Okay, Daniel wakes up at 6:30.
And Emma has breakfast at 7:30.
Exactly. That is a very important rule for beginners.
I agree. Practice makes perfect.
Now, let's talk about leaving the house. Emma, do you go to work or go to school?
I go to work. I work in an office.
How do you get there? Do you drive a car?
No, I don't drive. I take the bus.
How long is your commute?
Commute? What does that mean?
It means the travel between your home and your work.
Oh, my commute is about 30 minutes.
That is not too long.
What about you, Daniel? Do you travel to work by bus?
No, I usually drive my car. It takes about 20 minutes. Emma, we are talking a lot about our routines. What about you, listeners? What time do you wake up? Please write your answer in the comments.
Yes, we want to know about your day.
And if you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
It really helps us a lot.
Okay, back to the routine. Emma, what do you do at work?
At work, I usually sit at my desk and work on my computer.
Do you have many meetings?
Yes, I sometimes have meetings with my team.
That sounds busy. Are you ever swamped with work?
Swamped with work? That is a new expression for me.
It means you are very, very busy. You have too many things to do.
Oh, yes, I am often swamped with work on Mondays.
I'm sorry to hear that. I usually have a hectic day on Fridays.
Hectic day? Is that similar?
Yes, a hectic day is a very busy and chaotic day. It is not very positive.
I understand. I hope today is not hectic for you.
Thank you, Emma. It's okay today.
What do you usually do for lunch?
I usually have lunch at noon.
Do you eat at your desk?
No, I usually go to a small cafe near my office.
That's nice. I usually bring my lunch from home and eat with my friends.
That sounds fun. What do you do after work?
I finish work at 5 p.m., then I go home.
Do you relax when you get home?
Sometimes, but first I have to do housework.
Housework? Like what?
I wash the dishes and sometimes I cook dinner.
Oh, I see. Do you walk the dog too?
Yes, I always walk my dog in the evening.
That is good exercise.
Yes, it helps me relax after a long day.
Daniel, what do you do in the evening? I usually go to the gym after work.
Wow, you are very active.
I try to be. After the gym, I go home and make dinner.
What do you usually cook?
I often cook pasta or chicken. It's easy.
That sounds delicious.
After dinner, I like to watch TV or read a book.
I like to listen to music or go online.
Those are great ways to relax.
Daniel, let's talk about adverbs of frequency again.
Good idea. We used words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never.
Where do these words go in a sentence?
This is another important rule. We usually put them before the verb.
For example, I usually have cereal.
Exactly. She always does her homework.
But what if the verb is to be?
If the verb is to be, the adverb goes after the verb.
Let's give an example.
He is sometimes late for school.
Or they are usually on holiday in July.
Perfect. Our listeners should practice this.
Daniel, what time do you go to bed?
I try to go to bed around 10:30 p.m.
That's a good time. Do you fall asleep quickly?
Usually, yes. I am very tired.
And I usually go to bed a little later, around 11:30 p.m.
Do you read before you sleep?
Yes, I always read a few pages of a book. It helps me sleep well.
That is a great habit. Daniel, we talked about many things today. Yes, we did. We talked about waking up, working, and relaxing.
We learned many useful verbs and vocabulary.
And some useful grammar, too.
Before we end, let's ask our listeners one more question.
If you're enjoying our podcast, what is your favorite part of the day? Write it in the comments.
I love the evening when I can relax.
I love the morning when everything is quiet.
That's nice. Everyone has a favorite time.
Today was a lot of fun, Daniel.
I enjoyed our conversation today, too.
I hope our listeners found this helpful for their English.
I hope so, too. Remember to practice every day.
Yes, even small steps are important.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to our podcast today.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.